Hi everyone, welcome back to Form of Therapy. My name is PD, and today we are checking out the music video for Pineapple Slice by BAEKHYUN. Interesting title. Now, I don't think I've reacted to BAEKHYUN too much on this channel. Mind you, I will admit, I was not like a big vocal heavy person. I was not a big SM fan type of person. We're talking back in the day. My tastes have cultivated and cultured over time, and I did do a reaction for the Bambi music video a couple months ago or earlier this year, late last year, something like that. And it's incredible. It's incredible. I feel like all my years of reacting led me to that moment to be able to appreciate Bambi. And thank you to my patrons who encouraged me to react to that. And you can check that out on my Patreon. But today, we're going to be checking out Pineapple Slice. But after checking out Bambi last time, the album that is, I was like, whenever he has another comeback and another album, I will be there because I get it now. I get the incredible talent that is BAEKHYUN. And so, yeah, I'm excited going into this. Let's go. Ooh. Hey. You know I'm a slave for synths. Oh. Ooh. Okay, ooh, going for a horror, maybe even a vampiric concept. Whoa, this is very conceptual. Oh, this bass line though. Is it a vampire concept? His lenses make him seem a little inhuman. Wow, this is visually very captivating. Oh, he's got a lot of swagger in this. Oh, I love it. Ooh. Okay, all right. We're getting way more oblivious with the vampire concept now. Okay. Wow. I have to watch this again. I'm lost in this video in a good way. Like, I'm very swept away by this. I love how heavy this bass is. It's amazing. Wow. It's just a different thing, babe. You stay calling me extra sweet, calling me extra sweet. Come get it. Oh, that is fantastic. Okay. I love that. I love that so much. Listen, I am definitely a sucker for dark pop. I am definitely a sucker for synth-driven dark pop. I love like this concept in general. There's a very groovy bass-driven song like this, and that's not the only reason why I love it, though. A feeling I had watching this. Couple things. One, the song and the video itself feels like a whirlwind. I felt very swept off my feet watching it. And at some point, I kind of got lost. Like my producer brain turned off, and I was just watching it and enjoying it. And he like very much captivated me in that way. And so we're gonna watch that again to see why that happened, as well as I also need to see it again because there was a thought that came into my head of I've never seen something like this, and I've never felt something like this. Now, what I mean by that specifically, I react a lot, as you can see on my channel if you've been following me for a while. And so I've watched a lot of K-pop music videos. But I watch a lot of music videos in general, too. And it is the case that even though music videos are different across different artists, oftentimes the feeling that it evokes in me is pretty much like, oh, this is good because of this reason, because of that reason. Like everything is just a review or a comparison or a critique of something that came before it. There is definitely something about the Pineapple Slice music video. There was a quality about it that felt unique. And I think within just, art in general, it's very rare for me to look at something and go, I've never felt something like that before. I've never experienced something like that before. It's not like he broke the mold on something. I'm not saying this is like like I've never heard or seen anything like this before. But there was this strange kind of subtle creeping feeling inside of me of like, what is this? Why does this feel so refreshing? Why does this feel so different and new? Like I've never seen something like this. And so I want to check this music video out again. Let's go. I think within this realm, within hearing these synths and the dark pop type of influences already in the beginning, I wasn't expecting it to go the realm that it did. And I don't even know what realm it went into. And so that's going to be part of this watch through. But this kind of sound is not unique to BAEKHYUN in terms of, dark pop is literally the only thing I can think of. But it does, like, I expected it to hit like certain familiar beats, and it didn't do any of that. So I really, really enjoyed that. So I think the immediate influence of, I didn't even realize that, I'm going to be honest, I didn't realize those were bats in the beginning. I was so focused on the dark synths in the beginning that I did not realize that those were bats flying around. I think visually, something that's very, it triggers something in me is seeing this chaos erupting around and everyone panicking, but BAEKHYUN maintaining his cool it's definitely it triggers something within me. I'm not quite sure what, but also the very heavy focus on these red visual color elements. And I love the color grading of the blue and the cyan here. So the way that like one gives it a very cool like neo-noir vintage film type of look to it, as well as contrasting off the red, is so visually aesthetically pleasing. And also the fast panning of the camera work, that kind of strange speed is something that's often used in filmmaking to portray like vampiric speed. And BAEKHYUN never does that at any point in this music video. He doesn't do like the Edward Cullen like speed running across a baseball field. You know, exposing myself that I've watched Twilight. I've seen all of it. I'm not ashamed of it. But the way they portray that through the camera work here, I think immediately, like, even though the bats are kind of a dead giveaway, the fast panning here and the fast camera movement gives that vibe. That like, oh, this is based on like vampire concepts. What is it? What is it about this music video and this song that I love so much? Okay, I think what I'm feeling and what feels very unique to me is very conceptual, and it's hard to put into very specific elements, but I'll try to put it into words. I think it's a very strange marriage between what's portrayed story-wise or acting-wise from BAEKHYUN and within the camera work and the movements and the direction with this song, how it feels. So it's a vampire concept, and oftentimes I think vampire concepts are portrayed to be very tortured or just very like, I'm immortal and therefore I'm cursed. There's like that kind of a vibe to it. BAEKHYUN's giving off like, I'm living my best life sort of vibes. There's a swagger, there's a confidence that's very killer, that's very sexy in a very killer way. It feels like there's something electric about it, like kind of like your neurons firing off. Like I get goosebumps watching this music video, and I think it's with certain moments, like seeing BAEKHYUN move and seeing him vibe when he wears the sunglasses, when he smiles, his acting, like the way he like sticks out his tongue right there. That didn't even show like the sunglasses, like one of the sunglass scenes. Yeah, like this sunglass scene, as well as like everything flying around. There's such a confidence and there's a very commanding presence coming from him. So literally a lot of this is, oh my God, he's got like just like big energy. It's really, really powerful that's coming through. And I think also the fact that the music video is just all shot anamorphic. So it's like, it's shot very much in a film aesthetic, but color grading it to still look a little like a music video and like film at the same time. So it's like kind of K-pop color grading and K-pop lighting. You can see like the soft lighting here. This is not lighting like you would necessarily see in a movie, but using filmmaking techniques and like cameras that make it look more film-like, like an actual film. Like even falling and grabbing the sunglasses mid-air like that. And these that wide expansive shot, this circling shot. Oof. Wow. The way his body hits on this kick right here. I was too early. Ooh, or like too late. Ooh. It's also the song, like the mixing, the percussion in this is so hard hitting. Like it's actually the way that it's mixed, it feels like it's at the same level of his voice. Like I think I'm used to like percussion like this being mixed down much lower, but it feels like it's the bass and the percussion elements are kicking into my headphones just as loud as his voice, but it's not drowning out his voice. I think also the direction of, so I think it's also a marriage of the choreo. how intensely he goes off in the choreo. He did not like na 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 na. He could have gone a little bit more subtler with the dance. Instead, it feels like he's dancing at 200%, and we don't see any choreo throughout the video. There's a lot of slow motion. It's a lot of sweeping camera work. And so the camera work I also feel like is constantly in this like slow seductive movement while he himself is being playful and very popping on camera. And then it kind of leads up into this moment of like a big burst of energy that just catches me completely off guard. And it's such a well-written song too. Just the pause in those sections right there. Oh, the me. Oh. Oh, again, the break again. Even this shot is actually insane. I think there's something to be said about the fact that the shot is not centered. It's actually from an angle, but it's also pushing in. It's also from a lower angle. So he's looking down on you quite literally. So again, it gives you, he comes off more commanding, but he's also completely so confident. There's a cocksuredness that really only comes from this. Again, it's a vampire concept that I feel like is not done. Oh my God. Even the shot of everyone rising again is so, I think, it's a creepy visual, but mixed with this very sweet song, it comes off way more, I think, just enticing, visually enticing. Whoa. Even the lights going out as you hear this, like, whatever this, like, release is right here, it goes like, and as it goes, all the lights are going, it's like turning off. It's that. Ooh, so, okay, there's this, oh, I didn't even notice that before. You hear these strings going, that like on that the sparks are flying on the lamppost being shattered, and on this cascading release the lights are also traveling and cascading as well. His eyes dilating. Ooh, see right there, that shot too. Okay, I get it. This is actual seduction. This is actual seduction. I haven't seen this level of actual seduction in a music video. This shit is so goddamn real. It's so well done. From their eyes meeting to going inside her brain and like the electric like dopamine rush that she's getting. It's cerebral. Like it's actually cerebral. And the filmmaking really, really, I think, takes it all the way there. So 1,000 kudos to this director. Fucking amazing. And this camera push in on BAEKHYUN is actually interesting too. This shot is, I think, one of the best shots in this music video. It really, really, the way it goes in and then it travels upwards, the smooth panning in that motion, and the way he's like moving his body. Again, it's a marriage of his acting as well as the camera movement. It looks unbelievably seductive and sexy. Hold on, let's go back a little bit more. Even the panning across her face. This is great camera work too. That's insane. And the traveling from the push in to around to going in on as he's singing into her ear is unbelievably seductive. And literally taking her high. Wow. And the way they shot that too. You feel like this euphoric explosion of like what it's like to actually fall in love with BAEKHYUN. Like like they're visually portraying that electric dopamine rush. The shaky camera work as they're in the sky. This circling camera work is, oh. And then that shit, oh my God, that's just nasty. Is this literally the only camera work or only dance work we see since the initial first dance break? Yes. Oh my God. So again, seduction, purely playing you, like it's actual seduction, because seduction comes from not just like hitting on people and just like being ruthlessly sexy. It's about the control. It's about the dance. It's about when do you tango? And he does not bring in the dance again. Like the first hitting of the dance we get is this moment right here. And it's so impactful. They don't cut a lot, which is so unlike most K-pop music videos and dancing. They really rely on BAEKHYUN to carry that dancing portion, and then they don't bring it in again until right here. Oh my God. Oh my God. Like, let's be honest. The vibe is like the only time I feel like he hits a stereotypical note. It's like a very almost a Michael Jackson type of beat, but it doesn't sound like a stereotypical Michael Jackson type of beat. I feel like there are so many artists that attempt this and they follow certain tropes, and it doesn't feel like he follows any trope. The only time is that one and like the literal like point and stop move. But other than that, the song and the music video, both vocally, the instrumental, everything about it is so interesting and so different. But it's playing on a familiar concept that, one, I think it's one of my favorite concepts. I think the dark, sexy pop, specifically diving into like that Michael Jackson sort of a vibe, is one of my favorite concepts. And I think he does not do anything that's expected of this concept. He doesn't hit any of the familiar beats other than like right at the end right there. And I think subverting that expectation along with his pure confidence and swagger, as well as this filmmaking, a lot of this sweeping camera work, and relying so much on BAEKHYUN's swagger to carry it, is also, I think, what makes it feel so refreshing. And it feels like he got under my skin. This is, I think, one of my favorite solo releases of this year, and it is purely through BAEKHYUN's insane artistry. This is insane artistry, I think. And I do think, like, I can't just give BAEKHYUN all the credit, but I just can't give all of the credit to the song. I can't give credit to all of the music video either. I literally think everyone fired off on all perfect cylinders. The music video was in full force. The song was in full force, and BAEKHYUN was in full force, man. This is a 12 out of 10 for me. This is so insanely beyond one of my favorite things that I've watched this year in general. And I'm going to pass the question off to you guys. What do you guys think of BAEKHYUN's Pineapple Slice? Let me know in the comments below. I love it. I hope there's an album attached to this, because if there is, I am definitely going to do a listening party for this in October. But thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed my reaction to Pineapple Slice. If you want to see more, you can always subscribe. Stay tuned. You can check out my other videos over here, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye.